All right, YouTube. So here we are, late September 20th to be exact, and we decided to do a thing. So now we have to get this set up. We went to the store today and we got 12 more chicks because we're getting such good eggs that we just couldn't wait till spring to get more chicks. So we went and got 12 more black sex links. So here's our chicks. They're probably a couple days old. They're all hens, so we shouldn't have any roosters with this batch. And this will put us at 26 birds total with 2 roosters. We have to house these guys here in our garage for a couple weeks until they can get their feathers. Daddy. And then once they can get their feathers, we'll move them out with the bigger flock. So we thought we'd make a quick video showing what we're going to be doing to get these guys, or to get these girls ready, and they'll be living in here for a couple weeks. This one is a little shorter than what we would like. Usually we want a 3-footer because when they get to about 2 weeks old, they can jump, and when they can jump out of it. So we take precaution and we'll put netting up around it to keep them from jumping. But for now, this will work, and we'll look at getting a bigger one in the future for our next set of birds. But the first thing we do is we get some pine shavings. I like to get the fine cut pine shavings. I don't know if there's a preference with anyone, but this is my preference. And we'll come in here, we'll just take a couple handfuls of pine shavings, and we'll cover the bottom of this. We just want to make sure they have a nice dry environment to live in, and this makes their cleanup really easy. What happened, baby? What's wrong?
Stop it.
No. What happened?
Her hand got bit up by ants.
Oh no. Did your hand get all bit up? You want Daddy to kiss it?
Yeah.
Okay. Mwah. All better?
Mommy too? You want to see the chickies?
You see chickies?
Yeah.
All right. Daddy's getting ready for them, okay?
Lily, say hi, chickies.
So we put about 1 inch worth of shavings in here. Spread it around so it's not clumped up. This bag right here will probably last us the entire time that they live here in the garage. So it really doesn't take a whole lot. So we've got that. Then we've got this little waterer, and it's a gravity fed waterer. There's a little tiny hole over here on the side. So when the water gets below that hole, it'll fill it back up, and then we just refill this every day or twice a day until they get a little bit bigger. And then we choose to use the Do More 20% starter crumble. It has probiotics, it has prebiotics, so this should be everything that we need to get nice, healthy chicks started. And usually, it's nice and easy to open the bag. This one, on the other hand, is not being that easy. There we go. When you open it from the right side, it's easy. And this stuff is just real fine and small for their little beaks. And then we'll take this and we'll fill this up. So we got this full, and then we have this topper here for it, and it has 8 holes in it, so the chicks, they'll just come in here and they'll stick their little faces in there and they'll eat from it. They do make this thing a mess, so you just gotta kind of battle that how you can. And then you need a heat source for them. A lot of people use heat lamps. We bought this with our first set of birds and it worked really, really well. So this is probably what we'll stay with forever because it just works so well for us. It's kind of like a hot plate for birds. And what we'll do is get the legs out. And then we'll pull this off of here. And because it's still warm outside, they won't need to be under this thing very much. So it won't have to stay on all the time. So that's all it is. You just take it, you set it up like that. Now this switch here has 2 different settings. It has brooder and it has heater. Heater, it heats up a lot more. It's for more like winter time. If you're trying to grow or trying to raise chicks in the snow and all of that, and you want to have that option. So we'll just set ours to brooder. It'll turn on and it'll start to do its thing. While it's doing its thing, and we'll rearrange this to make everything easier for us. But what we'll do is we'll grab each individual chick and we take them and we dip their little nose or their little beak in water to let them know where the water's at. Because if they don't know where the water's at, they can't drink. And drinking is one of the biggest things that these birds have to do. So we'll just grab each individual bird, like I said, and we'll dip the beak in water to let them know where the water's at. And we separate the food and the water. One of my aunts told me to do it that way because their digestive system can fill up on one thing and then they go to fill up on the other and they get sick for whatever reason.
Hold on, just hold on a second.
So there they go. They've already learned. One will learn to drink. The rest will follow. They'll move over to the other side and they'll find the food. When they're cold, they'll huddle under the heat lamp. When they're too hot, they'll get away from the heat lamp. So they have plenty of room to move around in here. And we'll actually give them a little bit more room by doing that. And they'll get accustomed to everything. When they're old enough and they have all their feathers and they can, live outside on their own, we'll introduce them into the flock at night we'll make another video doing that, to where we introduce them into the flock. Everything we see says to do it at night, to introduce them to the flock at night. So the flock wakes up in the morning and it's just new birds there. We're not doing it in the middle of the day and disturbing the flock. And hopefully we don't get a whole lot of pecking. As I said, these are all females. So that will now make 24 females and 2 males that we have. And we're actually looking at giving one of our males away. We don't really need 2 males. We don't have the need for 2 males. So if we can go ahead and replace that male with a female, then we're gonna go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's how easy it is. I mean, now we have our chicks in a brooder, and they're gonna grow up and they're gonna produce eggs for us. So we'll do the update. We'll do updates randomly throughout the time that they're in here and let you guys know.